So I've tried the self-help books, binged the productivity podcast, and tested every 10-step life hack out there. And honestly, the more I consumed, the more I felt like I was spinning my wheels. I was caught in this cycle of shallow advice, feeling completely disconnected from any real lasting wisdom. So I decided do something radical. I went back to the original source, a collection of wisdom that's been around for thousands of years. For the next 30 days, I'm ditching the modern gurus to put the ancient book of Proverbs to the test, applying its principles to modern chaos. And you are coming with me. My problem wasn't unique, I was just a little bit overwhelmed. My work life needed some improvement, my budget needed some better planning, and my communication skills, especially in an argument, I would say could improve. Now, every modern solution I came across promised a bit of a quick fix, but the advice always felt a bit hollow and, contradictory in a sense where it sounds nice, but how practical is it really? That's when I picked up Proverbs and deciding to view it not as a religious text but as a practical guide for living. My experiment was to see if this ancient operating manual could actually hold up in the 21st century. In other words, modern day problems. I decided to focus on three areas I thought I could improve on: my work ethic, communication, and self control. The first week was humbling to say the least. I started with diligence, focusing on Proverbs 6 verse 6, which tells you to look at the ant as a role model. The first time I wanted to procrastinate on a project, this image of a hardworking ant popped into my head. It was weirdly motivating, but the real challenge came in a disagreement with a friend. My gut reaction was to fire back a snarky text or comment, if you will. Then I remembered Proverbs 15, verse 1, which says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath." I took a deep breath, deleted the angry paragraph, and sent a much softer reply. The tension dissolved. It honestly felt like a superpower. By week two, my perspective was shifting. I was about to splurge on a new tech I couldn't really afford once off when Proverbs 22 verse 7 hit me. The borrower is slave to the lender. And I stopped. Instead of hitting buy now, I made a simple savings plan guided by another proverb, 21 verse 5, which says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty." Now, this wasn't about depriving myself, it was about taking back control. The last 2 weeks brought the biggest changes. Inspired by Proverbs 27, verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. I asked a trusted colleague for some advice and honest feedback. It was tough, but the conversation went well, and at the end of the day, it made the final result and decisions I had to make a lot easier. The biggest transformation, though, came from Proverbs 4, verse 23. "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." I started journaling, paying attention to my own thoughts. Now, this is vital. We need to manage what we think about. I was shocked at how much stress came from anxieties I let run wild because of wild thoughts. Guarding my heart meant being intentional, and it brought a peace I haven't felt in years. After 30 days, the change was quite real. My life wasn't perfect, but I had a better framework for making decisions. Three proverbs in particular hacked my life. First, Proverbs 25, verse 28. "A person without self control is like a city without walls or broken down walls." This was a wake up call. It made me see that my lack of discipline was leaving my life open to chaos. Now, the second one is Proverbs 15, verse 1. "A gentle answer turns away wrath." This single idea rewired how I handle difficult conversations, proving that controlling your words is a very powerful strength. not a weakness. It's a game changer for emotional intelligence. And the third one is Proverbs 10, verse 4. The hand of the diligent makes rich. And I realized that this isn't about money necessarily. It's that consistent, focused effort in your work and relationships compounds over time, yielding rich rewards, much like compound interest when you would be investing. This journey proved to me that ancient wisdom isn't outdated, it's timeless. It's a powerful guide for our modern problems. So, I want to ask you, what's one piece of ancient wisdom, let's make it from any tradition, that you try to live by? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to read your thoughts. So, was it worth it? 100%. Following Proverbs for a month didn't magically fix my life, but it gave me a compass. It cut through the noise of modern self help and gave me clarity with time tested principles. These aren't rigid rules, they are truths that guide you toward working hard, speaking with intention, and managing your own mind. And in a chaotic world, that kind of wisdom is priceless. Please like and subscribe for more of this content and be blessed.